Hello, everybody! Woo! Hello, G-chan! Oh my god, we're back with Umineko! Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Oh god, the memories. Oh god. It was only a few months, I know, but like, seriously. It is just so good to be back with Umineko. So, basically, the translation and port for Saku, which is, the two newest side stories for Umineko, has been done. So, I was holding off on Umienko Hane like the last little bit because I just didn't want to do that after. It just didn't feel right to do just two little side stories after that incredibly epic and sad but also happy and heartwarming and amazing finale that just makes me cry. Oh my god. That when I just think about it. Hello Jess, hello Lambda. Oh my god. Oh god. But anyway, since the translation and port to PC of Saku was done, I figure let's do the last bits of Umineko right here and now. This is Umienko Hane. It's a tiny, tiny, tiny window on my computer because it's still end script writing. And it actually, from what I know, this is actually a pre-order bonus disc. 2 side stories. It's like literal actual content, story content, was a bonus disc from the fighting game, which I do want to do eventually, though. I have to figure out the logistics of that because plugging in my PC controller and just getting going because I don't know why it has an F at the end. Void Dweller. Welcome to the stream. I don't know. That's just the logo. That's a very good question. So, yeah, this was content that was given as a bonus, pre-order bonus, to the fighting game. And it's 2 stories. Jessica and the Killer Electric Fan, which just sounds off the wall bananas. Crazy. And Forgery number XXX, which is probably a lot more serious. Okay, it's Hane translates to feathers. And F is for feathers. I get it. Thanks, OA. Hello, James! Welcome to the stream. Just in time, we were just about to start. Let's get back into it. Yup! We're doing a bit of a revival series. We're going to do this, and we're also going to do Saku. So let's start. This is I've been told that these 2 are pretty short. Jessica and the Killer Electric Fan. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty silly. Oh, God, you guys. Oh, God, the music. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. And the background. Oh, my God, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't realize how much I missed Umineko until that song started playing and the backgrounds and everything. I don't even know who's talking here because there's no name tags. We're home. Yes, James and Ji-chan. I'm sorry. I wish I knew who was talking. I'll make the ending just a little stylish. There. Oh, it's Jessica! Of course it's Jessica. I'll just make the ending a little stylish and there. I'm done. How's it feel using the Jessica voice for actually Jessica Collider? It feels fucking fantastic, Jessica. I'm really glad. It's finished! I finally finished the script for the play Saku after Saku. Has been right. One day you're planning, one day you're writing, one day for the final revisions. A total of 3 days and nights spent to produce this masterpiece. Hey Jesse, how are you coming up with the song lyrics you're always writing? It's simple. I just take songs that come from my heart and turn them into music. Why do you ask? So, in other words, you just take stories that bubble up from your heart and turn them into lyrics and junk? Yes, that's what I said. In other words, I said the stories gushing from my heart aloft on wings of music. That's right. Your songs are stories, Jesse. I bet if you wrote a story, it'd be amazing. Oh my god, is Jessica gonna write a story? Well, maybe. If I wrote a story, I'm sure it'd end up being awesome. So, why'd you bring that up? These sprites, oh god. Honestly, I should have given it more thought before I promised anything. It turned out that there was going to be a play at next month's culture festival. I had no idea I ended up having to write a script with just a 3-day deadline. Doesn't it, Ji-chan, though? Doesn't it make you want to read Umineko again? Because it totally gives me that feeling. I just got caught up in the enthusiasm and atmosphere of the moment. I started thinking to myself, with my heart and good taste, maybe I could do it. Come to think of it, Mom warned me about this, didn't she? You and your father both have the bad habit of getting caught up in the mood of a situation and agreeing to things. You have to be careful. I'm sorry, Mom. Oh my god. Anyway, this was the result of 3 days and nights of hard labor I brought down on myself. I finished up the writing late at night and flopped into bed with a thud. Woo! So what do you think? I slaved over it for 3 days. I worked that long without any sleep. Hello, Armora! Welcome to the stream! So my mind is kind of fuzzy. Screw you, Sako. Why'd it take so long to come out in English? You're going to pay dearly for this. What's your brushing rotten frozen? I'm gonna give a deck of my face. This is my first time writing a script for a play. I'm sure there's some rough spots here and there. But all of my ideas, humor, heart, love and passion. I mixed a bunch of things together, and the result is my big, moving masterpiece script. You'll definitely get thunderous applause at the culture festival. I remember this background. Oh god! Who wrote this wonderful script? Jesse? Wow, that's like totally amazing. No, not at all. I mean, you're not wrong, but... And then Cannon's gonna go up to me and say, "Oh my god, Jessica, your heart spoke to me." And then he's gonna... that made me realize that I actually love you. And then I'm gonna go, "Oh, Cannon, I knew that!" And then we're gonna make up for 5 freaking hours! My master plan! Now who's saying this? I'm wondering who's talking now. We're getting the original Umineko experience. That we don't know who's talking. Is it Beatrice? I don't know. Or it could be Renove. Let's see. Is it really that great? If you're praising it so much, let me take a look. Huh? Who? I was almost asleep by now, and turned absentmindedly toward the voice. Oh, it's Lambda! Sorry, goddammit!
Ah, Collider! How did you give me Beatrice's voice? I finally get to come back to Umineko instead of butting in on the other Let's Plays.
Yeah, I know, Lambda, I know.
Oh, there's so much certainty in Fata Morgana! Drive me crazy!
It was a young girl I had never seen before, clad in a pink dress. She was standing there munching on popcorn, all the while reading the script I just finished writing. When she finished reading it, she laughed in delight.
This is hilarious! Especially the punchline, that was the best!
Thanks. That's strange. I don't remember putting in a punchline that would make someone roar with laughter like that. Well, it doesn't matter. I don't know who this girl is, but she did praise me. That means the play will definitely become famous.
Oh, yeah. You're gonna be like the Tommy Wiseau of the theater.
Oh, is he a famous director?
Let's just say he will be in a couple of decades. And leave it at that.
It'll definitely, certainly be a huge hit, without a doubt. Oh!
You said the magic word! Huh. It will certainly be a hit, you said. Are you really that confident? Oh my god, she said the thing!
Well, without confidence, I wouldn't have started writing in the first place. I was sure, definitely, certainly.
Oh god, you keep saying that word, oh god, I get a freaking orgasm every time someone says that. Oh god, yeah, oh god, just keep on going. Certainly. As certain as
it could be.
Very well. This script was written with absolute certainty of its success. And I, the witch of certainty, Lambda Delta Transama, will bestow the magic of certainty upon it.
The hell? That sounds fishy.
Don't bother. It's fine. I've done this a couple of times before. I mean, every time I used to be doing this, it just, it results in mass murder and sometimes genocide, but, third time's the charm!
That sounds fishy. Jessica sure is grumbling a lot. Hey! How dare you call it oh, wait, who's saying this? Is it Lambda again?
How dare you call it fishy? The magic I'm casting on this script is really amazing, okay? You could say this script will certainly...
The childish girl in pink was boasting about something, but my consciousness was fading in and out, and I certainly couldn't understand anything. In the end, it left me completely, and my soul began to sink into my fluffy feather futon and memory foam pillow. Because Jessica is rich. The next morning... As soon as I woke up, I dashed over to the guest house as fast as I could, barely able to control my impatience. Beatler was visiting the mansion for the first time in forever, and I wanted to have him read the work I had certain confidence in. Hello, ICDR, welcome to the stream. Shannon happened to be there as well, so I took the opportunity to capture her and make both of them read it. Wow! You wrote a play script, Jessica? Oh god, this music is so nostalgic.
You're amazing, Baby. You can do anything.
Oh, that reminds me, Jessica. Could you show this to Cannon later? I want to see what he thinks of it.
Oh, I'm certain that he's gonna know.
No, not at all. It was my voice time, and I only had 3 days, so it was a pretty close fight. But in spite of that, it's a great masterpiece that you have full confidence in.
So you want the two of us to read this script and give our impressions, right?
It'd be kind of dry if we just read it. Wouldn't it be better if we actually tried acting it out? This is amazing! Oh, this is oh my god, wow, oh, this is Shannon.
I never, done any acting before, and,
Wow, what a great idea! Oh, this is Jessica, okay. Whoa! God damn it, Ryuko, she used the sprites. Wow, what a great idea! If you guys actually perform it for me, I can watch and do a final check on it too. In that case, it's decided. Let's do it, Shannon. Or maybe you're all uncomfortable being my co-star.
No, I'm not. No, not at all. Not in any way, shape, or form. I will humbly fulfill your request. Humbly.
Meanwhile, Beatrice is there going, oh yes! This is the moment I've been waiting for! So, it was sudden, but the first performance of my script was decided one. With a red pen in one hand, I put on airs of being a scriptwriter. Okay, who's... God damn it. Who is this? Is this Battler? Hey, there's a prince in this. Yes, it is. Yay, I got it right! Okay, I'll be the prince then.
Then I'll be in charge of narration and play the princess.
Right, let's get started. Your narration is up first, Shannon.
Then I'll begin.
With that, Shannon walked forward and began to read the narration that marked the beginning of the story. This is the story of a place deep in the world of fairy tales. Whoa, Shannon! How do you do that with your voice?
Oh, it's nothing. Anybody can do that.
In this land, there was a country called Rockin' Kingdom. Oh my god, this is amazing! Rockin' Kingdom is a pretty simplistic name. Shush, Battler. Not during the performance. Deep in the mountains of Rockin' Kingdom, there was a tall, tall tower, and in that tower, a princess was imprisoned.
What's going on?
What the hell? As Shannon began to read the narration, the scenery around them started to slowly warp, making a sound similar to that of an earthquake. Ah, here we go! The scenery outside completely changed to that of a mountain range, and from among the mountains, accompanied by a loud rumble, impossible, a tower was emerging. Yes, a tower. Not a bamboo shoot, a real, actual tower. It was just like something you'd see in a fairy tale illustration, made of stone and giving an impression of dignified strength. In other words, it was a tower. A tower in the mountains. So, your narration just came true?
Milady, what on earth is happening? You wanted certainty, you got certainty!
That reminds me. Late night, I remember having a weird dream. Something about magic being cast on my script. No, that's ridiculous.
By any chance, did this witch just really, really, really have an uncomfortable obsession with the word certainty and dress like a gothic Lolita cosplayer in pink? Oh, yeah! What made... How'd you know? Oh, crap.
How interesting. Why not? Full points for realism. Let's continue.
Milady? Is it alright for us to continue?
We can't stop now. A woman must be brave. Go ahead, Shannon. Continue.
Right.
The tower was surrounded by a dense jungle.
Whoa, this time a jungle popped up. Awesome, that's amazing. What's next?
The jungle was inhabited by a group of monsters who attacked the prince and his men.
A group of... Wait, what? Oh, God. My name might be Battler, but I really don't have any combat experience in the mortal world.
The low rumbling of the ground was gradually growing both louder and closer. The jungle shook, and colorful birds cried as they took flight in every direction. I thought it'd be interesting if there was a climax right away, or something like that. You know what? To really grab their attention with a big battle in the beginning. Then cool down and introduce the characters and the main conflict, and then rise to the real climax.
Oh, Jessica, you've really been studying. And I'm gonna wipe out those monsters with no sweat, right? Right?
The script says, your attack with the monsters and met a terrible fate.
What?
You see, in this kind of situation, everyone would expect the prince to win. Wouldn't that just be boring?
Boring? The princess who's gonna make that terrible fate is me! What kind of terrible fate is it anyway? The script says nothing about it!
While they were arguing, the rumble continued to grow closer. Rumble, 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 rumble.
Ah!
Oh no! It's Berncastle's cats! And the goats! Oh god. A large herd of goats was plowing through the jungle, straight towards us. I say goats, but they weren't running on 4 legs. They were each wearing something like a black tailcoat and running on 2 legs like a person. Every single one of them was excessively muscular and gave up the horrible stench of male sweat. But even more frightening than that was their flaming red eyes and messily drooling mouths.
Run! Master Battler! Milady!
Let's run away before that terrible fate can meet us. Go, Jessica, hurry up!
Okay. Whoa! My foot snagged on the root of a suspicious-looking tropical plant. I didn't even have time to scream before I toppled to the ground.
Jessica, you idiot!
Milady!
The huge herd of goats swarmed towards me, and were on the verge of swallowing me up. Even if there weren't a whole herd of them, a single one of those huge bodies would probably be enough to crush me as flat as a pancake. I'd never heard of a scriptwriter being killed by their own script before. And then, Beatrice goes, ha ha ha. Yeah! Suddenly, a miracle occurred! Oh, a miracle. For some reason,
The goats all simultaneously burst open and transformed into an infinite number of soap bubbles. I was left standing in a fantastical storm of soap bubbles. With that, I was soon covered in a soapy film. What the hell?
Lady, are you okay?
But the script has nothing like this in it.
You see, I took the liberty of making some amendments. I know I've never really written anything before in my entire life ever, but I figured I'd give it a shot.
In Shannon's hand, there was a red pen and the script I dropped when I fell down. Basically, in a moment of quick-wittedness, she had amended the script so that the goats turned into soap bubbles and disappeared. Not bad, Shannon!
I'm honored that I could be of service. And I will always be of service. Any kind of service you'd like, Battler.
I'm sorry, Shannon, what'd you say? I was trying to listen to Jessica.
Nothing.
But, Mia, what the hell? We were supposed to be in the guest house, weren't we? But this is totally some kind of jungle, right? It's a tropical forest. It's a fantasy, right? We've been sucked into the wheel of the script.
Perhaps this is the magic of Lady Beatrice?
That dream. Maybe it wasn't a dream? The one about a suspicious pink witch who cast a weird spell on my script? Jessica, just for future reference, what's gonna happen next in the story? Let's see. It's an adventure story full of twists and turns, and there's a lot of, I've mixed in some apples and honey and let it simmer. Yeah, I don't know how to write. Listen, I've been all alone without sleeping for 3 days, okay? Give me a frickin' break! My head's all fuzzy, but I still made up by the deadline! That's,
In other words, you don't remember much of what happens in the story either, milady.
Sorry! Besides, don't you want to be unspoiled? So you can get a better reaction for the internet? What's the internet? Nothing. If we turn the pages of the script, its story would progress. Anyway, we discussed various ways of escaping from the jungle. No, from the story. And tried them out. Voice, we tried physically destroying the script. Seeing that it was protected by magic or something. And no matter how much we stopped and stomped and kicked it, we couldn't even put a crease in it. Maybe I should sell this paper technology to someone in Hinamizawa. Next, we tried writing the end at the bottom of the current page. At that point, the letters disappeared by themselves, and a different message in red ink rose into view.
Unless it is performed to a completion, the story will certainly not end.
We tried experimenting in a variety of ways, but it was all useless. Zen friggin' Damita! Escaping this place by ignoring the rest of the story was impossible. Okay, who is this? I'm guessing it's either Lambda, Burncaster, or Beatrice. Oh, yes. Yeah, okay, it's Lambda. Okay.
Oh, isn't that obvious? It's a script of certainty! With my magic of certainty! Cast on it, right? So it certainly can't end in the middle!
You and that witcher shut up in my dream!
Exactly. So, how you liking my magic? Ow, Battler, did you just hit me? I'm not the one you're supposed to hit in an iconic scene. You hit me, the witch of certainty! Lambda Delta Jones Emma!
If this is all your fault, that makes things simple. Hurry up and end this crazy world.
I can't do that. At this point, I'm just an observer. And boy, to get me involved, you're gonna have to go through 8 fucking chapters of heart-rending trauma and tragedy and with some comedy and romance sprinkled in. With some really cool, badass action scenes. Then maybe I'll care about you enough to interfere. The one spinning this story is Jessica. So even I can't make the story end.
That's ridiculously irresponsible!
Who's the one who wrote this as an irresponsible script in the first place?
Anyway. What you're saying is that we have no choice but to perform the story all the way to the end, right? Ha you got it, Toots. Okay, good luck. And, by the way, Shannon, we're on for that thing later, right? I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen you before. Got it. Got it. Air quotes. See ya. I'll have to get some popcorn. I wonder if Birdie Burns is the one who's gonna want to watch this one afterwards.
Lambda Delta disappeared. We had a pretty good idea of the situation now. No way out. No choice but to go forward.
But we do have a weapon.
We'll have to rely on Jessica's red pen, huh?
The story would develop as written in the script. However, it seemed that by amending it right away with the red pen, we could alter the story one page at a time. We had no choice but to continue otherwise, even though we were afraid of what awaited us. At any rate, I had written it while half asleep, letting my pen be guided by my heart. Even I couldn't remember how the story would develop. Let's perform it then! I'm the one who wrote it, so I'm sure it'll have a happy ending.
Hey, it's kind of worrying that the person who wrote it can't remember. Oh boy.
Let's just do our best.
Alright.
Alright. Shannon, go ahead with the next bit of narration, please. Shannon prepared herself for the worst and turned the page. Emerging from the dense jungle, they found themselves in a snowy country. The jungle vanished without a trace, and we found ourselves surrounded by a vast snowfield. It was pristine without a single footprint. We could see glaciers in the distance, and an aurora glittered in the sky. It was a wondrous scene.
My god, Jessica, you really are going to give these set designers a lot of work.
I just wrote what was in my heart.
This is some pretty awesome scenery.
Rather than just a snowy country, it seems more like the North Pole, doesn't it?
Was it really necessary to reproduce the temperature?
Cold!
I'm the prince, aren't I? Somebody bring me a warm coat. Damn it. So what's happening in the script right now?
Let's see. The prince.
Let's see. The prince,
The prince, who was on the verge of freezing to death, was attacked by a yeti and met a terrible fate.
Oh, god damn it, Jessica! What is you writing a story where the main character dies 8 times? What kind of writer would do such a thing? Again? Jessica! Do you have some kind of grudge against princes or something?
No, you see, Sokka was the one who pushed this awful job to me, so I was pissed off at her. Then I heard that she was gonna play the role of the prince, so, yeah, With a crash, the Yeti swung an enormous club the size of a log. Ah! Be careful! Hello, Feathery. Welcome to the story. Hello, Chi. I don't know if I said hi to you before. Wait, no, time to stand around looking surprised. Going to revive the script. Suddenly, the Yeti mended its ways and befriended the prince and his men, and, well, women.
Thank goodness. Well, that was close.
Oh, that was Shannon. God damn it.
Thank goodness. Wow, that was close. But now that this guy's being...
Oh, but now this guy's being too friendly. Hey, my hair's getting messed up, so stop patting me on the head.
Oh, it's Vegas. Oh my god, welcome!
A banana? No thanks. Where'd you even get that from anyway?
Milady. Let's write a bit more and make Mr. Yeti our guide.
Good idea, Shannon. Well, for someone who has no experience writing stories, you sure do know a lot about progressing the plot.
Yeah. It's just beginner's luck. Nothing more.
If we don't hurry up and get out of here, we'll get end up as popsicles. And so, the prince and his men, having befriended the Yeti, were guided safely out of the snowy countryside. The next rough spot was a volcanic region, covered with boiling magma.
What kind of hellish scenario is this? How many levels do you intend to take us through, Jessica?
Yeah, exactly! Oh my god, Matt was saying what I just said.
How are you planning to perform this at a culture festival? The set designers are gonna fucking kill you!
I have no idea! I'm not in charge of the scenery! I told you I wrote this in a drunken rage! I have no idea what's happening! And in the volcanic region, a dragon with massive wings attacked them, breathing flames from its mouth. And in the cursed graveyard, they were attacked by a countless number of zombies. Stop changing the genre! I'm sorry! Ah! In the deserts of hell, a giant poisonous scorpion raised its tail high. Ah! In the demon swamp, hordes of blood-sucking leeches attacked, one after the other. Oh god, it's only Gafuchi! Oh, come on already!
Milady, hi!
But the prince and his men were protected by a magical barrier and remained unharmed. There. Oh god!
Barely made it at the last second again. Jeez, I'm wiped out.
This is amazing. This is fucking amazing. Seriously. I am loving this so far. What a way to get back into Umineko. The prince and his men had suffered many hardships and were now wiped out. And now the stage had returned once again to the jungle.
when they managed to push their way through the dense thickets of tropical plants. The tower! We finally made it to the princess's tower!
Then I can finally play the princess!
But before that, if I remember correctly, the strongest and most terrible sorcerer is going to appear. And he'll be the final enemy standing in our way. I wonder if he just screams Bertolucci all the time. Jeez. At the summit of the tower, there was a human figure. He was wearing a large, jet black cloak, and his silhouette had an imposing presence. This was surely the one who had kidnapped the princess and locked her in the tower. The strongest and most terrible sorcerer. Go, Jessica! I've got the hang of this now! The great sorcerer leapt nimbly from the tower, directed his fall toward the prince and his men. Just like that, he crashed to the ground and died! And just like that, he crashed to the ground and died? What the hell, that's hilarious! No, I didn't even get to do anything, I'll scream Banterite! Damn it. Oh my god! Lambda Delta had appeared when we weren't looking, and was clutching her stomach and laughing uproariously.
Oh my god, you guys! Oh my god, this has been worth the wait. Seriously, oh my god! I've certainly had the most certainly amazing certain time! Oh my gosh, seriously, you guys. You know, I'm just tempted to just let Jessica write stories forever and ever in a giant time loop that's gonna take 200 hours to read. And, oh my god, just have you guys do this again and again, because it's just so much fucking fun. But that's the end of your trouble-filled journey, huh? Okay, time for the emotional finale.
We don't need you to tell us that! Shannon, you're the princess now. Jessica, take care of the narration.
Oh, we're swapping? Okay. Oh god. Oh god. Deep breaths, Shannon, deep breaths. Oh god.
Shannon, maybe I could take over for a second. Can we swap out?
Oh god. Oh god.
I'm the prince right now.
To be honest, there was originally supposed to be a kiss here, but I figured it'd be lewd, so I cut it and just had them live happily ever after.
God damn it, Jessica. That's it. You know, I was willing to spare you, Jessica, but you know, that's it. Okay. I got a few message bottles to revise, and there we go. Okay.
Shannon, do you have a problem with that?
No, nothing at all. No. Nothing at all.
Well, then ends well, right?
Come on! Come on, there's munitions for some romance! You can't just leave her hanging like this! And me too! I want to see Bellows and Shannon's kissing scene! Right, Collider?
Hell yeah!
Yeah, hell yeah! Give me 5! Oh, well, whatever. That funny punchline is coming up next anyway.
What punchline? There was none. This is the ending already, you see? It was true. Jessica's script had ended there. There was no punchline intended. The prince rescued the princess. Happy end. As far as I remember it, anyway. And yet, Lambda Delta licked her lips and gave him a cold smoik.
It's over, Lambda Delta! Let us go already! Your reign of terror ends now!
You know, I'd love to. But the punchline is still waiting for you.
A punchline?
Yes, that's correct! A punchline! The whole reason I gave this script magic was because that part caught my interest! Hey, Bernie Burns, you watching? The good bit's about to start!
A burn castle's figure appeared floating in the air, still in the middle of a yawn.
Yeah, I've been watching it. Such a boring play. So, does this thing really have an entertaining ending?
Oh, yes, certainly. Ugh! I guarantee it.
It's amusing enough to blow away even my boredom.
Oh, yes, Bernie Burns. The stimulating climax is just about to start.
Do you have to say it like that?
Yes. Yes, I do.
I'm sorry to interrupt you two, but my script is over. There are no punchlines anywhere. Here, look. With an evil look in their eyes, the witches of Certainty and Miracles convulsed with laughter. At that moment, the earth shuddered and cracked open. What the? An earthquake? The tower collapsed, leaving in its place a gaping, crater-like hole. Where did that hole come from? When we looked into its depths, all of us were struck speechless. Are you serious? That's where the title of the story comes in? A vast howling whirlwind coming from an electric fan? Oh my God.
What the hell is that?
The other thing was electric fan spinning away at the bottom of the hole. The enormous fan was rotating at an incredible speed, and every time a crowd crumbled away in the depths of the hole, it was smashed up and reduced to tiny bits by the blades. It was a huge, enormous, killer electric fan!
Oh, there it is! There's the title of the story!
Watch out!
Watch out! Ah!
Cracks continued to open up in the earth, and everything began to collapse into the ever-widening hole, as if we're all being devoured by the fan. If we didn't get out of there fast, we'd ended up falling into that hole too.
Everything is crumbling away! Jessica! Shannon! Let's run for it! Hurry!
Master Butler, look out!
Ah! Ah!
I try, Featherine, I try. Magus, rather. Hey, jeez. The earth opened wider, and Battler was swallowed up. Shannon just barely managed to grab hold of his arm, but she too was dragged into the hole, leaving her dangling by one arm from the edge.
Butler! Shut!
Oh, that's Jessica. God damn it! I hate that there's no name tags. Battler! Shannon!
Let go of my arm and climb up, Shannon!
No. If I do that, you will...
One of Battler's shoes slipped off and tumbled into the abyss. It was sucked into the fan, torn to pieces and scattered.
Let go of my hand! At this rate, we're both going to die!
I can't obey that order.
Shannon, hold tight! I'll pull you both up! Okay, Ji-chan. I hope you feel better. Okay, have a good rest, Ji-chan. Feel better soon. Another huge fissure appeared in the earth, and Jessica found herself separated from the others. The other two were trouble, but she couldn't even go and help them. Bella! Shannon! Damn it! Looking down on Jessica, who was crying out in despair, Burncastle sneered. Nice climax.
Oh, that's what you said last night.
I know. Since I get to see Battler and Shannon being turned into hamburger, Jessica will go the same way, right? Not bad. It's a fine punchline, all right.
Alright. I love you, Burns. Because I know exactly what kinds of stories you love the most.
Screw you! How dare you turn my script into this nightmare!
A nightmare or not, you were the one who wrote this.
I didn't write anything like this at all!
You wrote all that messed up stuff earlier, though, didn't you?
It was true. Everything before now had been her work. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Megas. Which is why Jessica revised it. But she hadn't written anything at all about this killer electric fan to begin with. Even though it's the name of the story. Jessica tried over and over to write about Battler and Shannon being saved, but the letters just vanished, as if they'd been written on a sandy beach and then washed away by the waves. What's going on? Why can I not revise this? Damn it! Shannon's grip on Battler was growing weaker by the moment. The electric fan stopped! Doesn't blink! The two were miraculously saved! Still doesn't blink! The story ended and we were saved! Why is nothing blinking? Why? After everything else I wrote and read before, why can't I write more?
Well, the story's already over, right? You can only make revisions within the actual story. See? I got you! It's impossible to revise anything outside of it. Unless you're a creator witch, then you can actually revise reality.
Damn it all to hell! Are you saying this nightmare is the climax of the story? You damn witches! With a B! How dare you! I'll take a screw up my script! I'll make everyone suffer like this!
The one who wrote this whole screwed up script was you, wasn't it?
Even this gruesome bad end, you know?
No! I never wrote anything about anyone being swallowed up by a killer electric fan and dying!
Oh, really?
And here we were, just trying to explain things to you, so you wouldn't be made a laughingstock.
This girl is pretty vaporish. And I'm the fucking super paper, baby! She probably doesn't get it.
And guess so.
Master Butler, I'm sorry. My hand is about to...
It's fine. Hurry up and let go of me. And then climb up without looking back.
I can't live by myself. If you're going to die, I'm going with you.
Oh my god! And we get shipping moments!
Don't be stupid. You have to live.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You're the prince who came to save me, aren't you? I don't want to be alone anymore.
One by one, Shannon's fingers clutching the face of the cliff began to lose their grip. It was all useless. Ah! Shannon and Battler tumbled down to hell. In the moment of free fall before they were sucked into the killer electric fan, they hugged each other tightly. Oh my god. So that at the very least, they'll be able to meet their ends together. The two steeled themselves, shutting their eyes tightly. Oh my god. Thump.
Huh?
What? That's exactly what I was thinking of, James. Oh my god. Jeez, that was just... Wow. They weren't in hell, nor were they in the middle of the killer electric fan's blades. They were on a bed in the guest house. For a moment, they sat there holding each other tightly in amazement. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Was that a dream?
No. It couldn't possibly be.
Their bodies were still covered with scratches from the cliff face they had been scraped against just a few moments earlier. That great adventure in which they'd risked their lives really had happened. The fact that they returned to their own world meant that the story had safely reached its end. It was clear that Jessica had managed to revise the story at the very end. But Jessica herself was nowhere to be seen. Oh, if only, Feathery. Magus, rather, if only. Oh my god, James, in the manga version, Battler wakes up with his face in Shannon's boobs on top of her bed. Then they realize the position and move apart and start blushing. Oh my god. Wow, it's a good thing Battler didn't feel too much. Jeez. Oh my god. That is so adorable. In the meantime, Jessica was in front of the writing desk in her own room. Lying on the desk with the script and the red pen. Jessica had collapsed on top of him. Lambda Delta and Berncastle were standing on opposite sides of her. At the very last moment, she had managed to revise one single line. Because of that, the story had ended, and Battler and Shannon had been saved. But how? Jessica hadn't written anything about the huge electric fan in the first place. No matter how many times she tried to revise it, the change hadn't been accepted because the story was already over. However, Jessica had certainly made a revision. She changed a single letter. In other words...
Good for you. Now you won't be made a laughingstock.
Yeah! Thank you so very much. Jessica, who was still slumped over the desk, timidly raised her head. What was the letter she changed? Okay, I'll call you Feathery now. Okay, thanks. Her face was bright red with embarrassment. Because I'm so paper, I'm in no position to be saying this. Wait, is this Lambda or Jessica talking?
Because I'm so paper. I'm in no position to be saying this, but if you want to insert cool-looking English words, you should really make sure that you've spelled them right.
By the way, the word fin is actually French.
Oh my god! Yeah! I thought something was off about it.
You just miswrote it because you were sleepy, right?
No, oh boy. She thought it'd be cool to write Finn at the end of the story. But she was far too embarrassed to ever tell anyone that she ended up writing Fan by mistake.
What was that? I'll ask again. You just miswrote it because you were sleepy, right?
Yeah! Oh god! That was awesome! I love Umineko so goddamn much. Oh my god. Oh my god, like... I love Umineko an unhealthy amount. I just... Oh my god. Forgery number XXX. I think that's the one that has to do more with the game, but oh my god, that was amazing. That was totally worthy of a Tsubasa. That, oh my god. Forgery number XXX.
Don't be so hasty. You'll fall again. Hey, Jessica, Mario. Let's go and say hello to Grandpa and the others first.
This rose garden is so darn beautiful every time I see it, ain't it?
I liked it much better before the remodeling. My brother's got no sense of style at all.
Can't you do anything else but complain? Ah! Not the ears! Don't pull the ears!
The family members coming from the family conference strolled around the rose garden, bickering like always. But this year was slightly different from the last, because after having been apart from the Ushirmiya family for 6 years, Battler had returned.
It really has been a long time, but just as expected, the mansion and the garden are still huge.
Damn, after 6 years and no contact at all, I can't believe that the first thing you noticed after coming back is the mansion and the garden are still huge. Haha, looks like you've got bored in these past 6 years without Battler, huh, Jessica? But the area here is not the only thing that seems huge. Same, James. Battler, you've grown quite a lot as well.
Noria didn't grow at all, did she? Time passes, but it always remains the same size. Ugh.
I feel exactly the same way, James.
Don't worry. You'll start growing soon too. In a whole variety of ways.
Oh god. Oh, we're back to we've come full circle back to the lewd battler of episode 1.
Mama? Are there many ways one can grow?
Hey, Battler, you boy! Don't teach Mario such weird stuff!
Wah! Jessica's violent ways haven't changed at all either. Hey, let's go, you brats! You can fool around later.
It's the first time they've met in 6 years, sweetheart. They're all pretty excited.
Now, everyone, I will lead you to the guest house. Please come along this way. Huh? What's the problem, Battler? Did y'all see something?
After being called by Goda, everyone headed towards the guest house. Only Battler continued to gaze at the rose garden, calmly and with a little bit of surprise in his eyes. Battler, what's up?
Sorry. Just go ahead without me.
James, oh my god, can I say that the very first time I played Ace Attorney was I had bought the DS cartridge on a whim. Gotta be a little less than 20 years ago. While my family was on vacation. And I was loving every second of it. And it's just so nostalgic to me. That's one of the reasons, like, seriously, just, it was the one game I was playing on my DS on vacation. Like, at the hotel at night, that was amazing. So I know exactly how you feel.
Battler? Is something wrong?
I just want to feel the wind a little longer. Just give me a bit.
What's up with you being so smug? Can't you do this as much as you want later? Until just now, he had been carelessly fooling around with his cousins. But now, all of a sudden, Battler's expression showed a slight hint of gloom. His eyes did not reflect his cousins. The only thing it reflected was the sight of the rose petals dancing through the rose garden. Or maybe even the gray sky at the horizon. Alright then. Well, let's go, everyone. Battler came back to Rokonjima. No, the Ushirmiya family after 6 years. It was clear that he needed some time to sort out his feelings. George understood that, and so he asked Maria and Jessica to accompany him ahead. After all, it's been 6 years. Just now, they've been playing the same way they used to 6 years ago. But despite that, it was still 6 whole years. After such a long time, it was surely not just his heightened features, but his mind as well. He must have changed severely. Smug Battler. In that expression, one could see something entirely different from than the Battler from 6 years ago, who was just a child. Oh, hey, you seriously need to finish games. You never finish anything. Jessica thought so as well. Got it. We're gonna go up ahead. See you later, Battler.
Yeah, later.
Maria spurted ahead hastily when she was called by Rosa, and George and Jessica followed her. After that, the only thing left in the rose garden, among the silently blowing wind, was Battler's figure. Okay, you do finish other things that you don't tell me about. I see, OA. Black Quill is a really good guy, though, OA. You'll see, he's probably the coolest character in the whole game. After he had made sure that all signs of his family members had vanished into the guest house, Battler relaxed a little, let the tension leave his shoulders, and sighed shortly. Battler. Battler, huh? Ushirmiya Battler. That's supposed to be my name.
I've been called by it many times. Obviously, that's what a name is. But sad as it is to admit, the Ushirmiya Battler that I know and myself are completely different people.
It was then that a forceful wind blew through the rose garden. In the blink of an eye, the rose petals scattered and danced about, revealing a fantastic scenery. But then those dancing rose petals, as if they were frozen in time, stopped moving in midair. That was a parallel world where only the wind blew. Are we gonna see Beatrice? Renove, I see, okay.
Lord Battler, welcome back.
What the fucking purple bell? I've seen fan art of him in this outfit. I've seen fan art of him in this purple outfit, so this is what it's from? Is that what it's from?
Oh, Renove. You're looking good. How long has it been since we last met?
Wait, what? Land of the Golden Witch? What? Wait. Our Battler never saw Land of the Golden Witch. He's the last boss of the fighting game? What? Oh my god. Yeah, he's a different Battler. The sprite is fan-made? That's incredible. It looks amazing for fan-made. So our battler never saw Land of the Golden Witch.
After Land of the Golden Witch, I had the privilege to be at your side during Trinity of the Golden Witch.
Oh my god! I would love to see these stories! Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy shit! This is some crazy AU shit! Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh my god!
Now I'm just imagining what those stories might be like.
Oh wow!
This is some insane AU.
No, if we consider that Lady Burncastle's game board is supposed to be the last. No matter. However long it was, we met again anyway.
The different colored rose petals in the garden suddenly changed their color. All of them were suddenly of a beautiful gold. This is no longer the rose garden of the Ushirmiya family. It was a place where golden roses bloomed, the golden land. Battler sat on a garden chair and looked up to the sky. Renove made some tea with the magic tea set and then offered it to Battler.
So, I am right here now. It means I better play out my part as myself, right? Well, how shall we proceed? A piece has its duty as a piece. Once it has been placed on the game board, as long as it remains within the boundaries of the role given, it can run wild on the board to its heart's content. Isn't that the entire point? That is correct. And you have been summoned here once again, precisely for that purpose. So you mean I can do whatever I want, no matter what it is? Right. That is quite correct. Therefore, your role is to run as wild as I want. Exactly, Master Butler.
Battler laughed, but it wasn't a pleasant laugh. It was a dry laugh, revealing his stance toward being summoned here without knowing what his purpose was, having just been burdened with such a stupid job. A British accent? Interesting.
Whatever I end up doing is my own choice. That is correct. Whatever you do or don't do is completely up to you. Though there is just one restriction. Don't ever bore us. Precisely. Even I, Renove, am looking forward to seeing what you will show us in this tale of joy and sorrow. And how am I supposed to know what to do? Are you completely insane? Hey, that's just like those TV variety shows. They suddenly call a young actor on stage and tell him to do something fun without any preparation.
How's that? Is that better?
Now, that is quite a pleasant comparison. Fine. I will make them dance once again. I will swing the conductor's baton on this incomprehensible serial murder case. Every one of you. I will raise the baton waiting eagerly, despite despairing your diligent mannerism. What story might you spin this time? The preparations are complete. Now, shall I lend you a hand with anything? Shall it be the letter announcing the murders handed in the Rose Garden? Or maybe the preparation of this stage of the tragedy? Everyone is already eagerly awaiting the curtains to be raised. This time, who do I start with? No. How shall I kill them?
Ushurmia Battler. No matter who might see this form, they will suspect nothing. Still, the expression he was wearing was that of another person. Was he really Ushurmia Battler? No way! He was a piece that had the same shape as Ushurmia Battler, but quite a different role. Are you... Wait a minute. Back when I was originally Let's Playing Umineko, I came up with a fan theory that Lambda Delta, who I thought was the final boss at the time, was going to summon a version of Battler from an alternate universe that I jokingly called Ret Lab that was actually the son of Asumu. The son of Kyrie. Because, I thought it was the reverse at the time. And oh my god, he's actually real! I can't believe it! Oh my god, Ret Lab is real! It's Ret Lab! He was a piece that had the same shape as Ushurmia Battler back when. Oh my god! I can't believe it! This is the Battler from Burn Castle's game in episode 8. I see. That makes perfect sense.
No, that's not it. I don't want to see any murders or corpses. What I really want to see is just that one instant. I want to be witness to it. Do you understand what I'm saying, Renove?
The most beautiful flicker is the one instant right before a candle is blown out.
Yeah. What I want to see is that most beautiful, most dreadful moment of scattering.
Hello, Sind. Welcome to the stream. Battler stood up as he said this, and while looking up at the dark violet sky, he spread his arms and screamed.
I want it in front of George's eyes, while he cannot move.
Yeah, it sounds a bit like Kinzo, yeah. I'm trying to do British Battler, but yeah.
What color might the tears be he is going to shed when I will be slowly strangling Shannon to death in front of his eyes?
Hello, Zakuto. Welcome to the stream.
What color might the blood that idiot father is going to spill be when I'll blow his head off the moment he learns that his son is the culprit? I want to see the tears of Natsuhi. I will smash Jessica to a bloody, sticky pulp, and then I will pretend I would have just found her corpse. What face might Aunt Natsuhi show, and what tears might she shed while starting to run? With what kind of crumpled face might that beauty cry? I want to see. And I will cry along with her, and then will press her crying to my chest and make her think I am crying along with her. and with the most horrible humility on my face, I will speak without crying or laughing. Well, that is the story you all want to see, right? I will show it to you! I will show you the greatest form of entertainment with an Ushiramiya battler who can be the culprit.
Battler roared towards the sky. No, toward a full house of spectators. And his exclamation was accompanied by a roaring thunder, just like an applause.
Truly splendid. A story worth seeing. Well then, Master Battler, what will tonight's game be? How will tonight's tragedy turn out? Well, who shall be killed first?
The first thing I want to do is an overture. I've just arrived here. And even before we do an overture, we have to tune the instruments.
No matter how splendid the sound might be, an instrument has to be tuned. But what shall happen on this stage of tuning?
I want to try to start by killing you.
Well, that is something I had not expected.
In what way has the me on this game board been betrayed? I want to finish testing that quickly and easily. This me. Was it really written in a way worthy to be me? If it's not a me that satisfies me, I might discard this stage without doing anything at all. You know?
Battler said that while looking up at the heavens. This time his face really was filled with laughter. Renove turned the tea set back into a cloud of golden butterflies once again to clean up. Then he revealed his neck by slightly opening his collar.
Very well, Master Battler. Please, do with me as you wish.
What music will I be able to play when I break your fingers? One by one. I want to hear it.
Battler laughed sinisterly. But in that laugh was neither something bizarre nor something demonic. It was purity. The purity of a child, filled with interest. Renove usually laughed in a prude, composed manner, and this huge laughter coming from him was a first for everybody.
I understand, Master Battler. Very well then. First of all, these fingers. I will offer them to you. That is, if you really are the person who is fit to taste my humble fingers.
Yes. I want to test this as well. If I was portrayed in a way that I could be able to do something like that, I want to test it. If I might actually turn out to be portrayed in a way that is not me, smash me, Renove. Tear me into pieces! Only such a forgery would be forgiven.
Now test me as well. If this me has been called forth again is a forgery worthy of the biggest laughter.
Exactly, James. It kind of is. Oh, that's... God damn it! I thought it had switched.
Now test me as well. If this me that has been called forth again is a forgery worthy of the biggest laughter. Now, Renove, test it! Let us both test it!
Alright, you! Time for battling. Oh, we're not gonna see it? Okay.
And now you can never serve your tea to anyone but me ever again. For all eternity.
Don't you dare use that phrase. Suddenly, a dry clapping could be heard.
Look who's here. If it isn't Beto. If you decide on watching, at least tell me you're here. What a joke.
Yes! Beto! Hell yeah! The #1 ultimate super rich bitch ass ultimate yes is here! Woo-hoo-hoo! Yes! Oh my god, Beto is here! Oh, yes, I was hoping I would get to voice Beto. Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
If you were betrayed to express yourself so joyfully, I might become your instrument as well. That might happen. After I heard it once, I will never forget your sound ever again. You were the most perfect violin. That sound, I feel was as if it was coming from heaven itself.
My god! Oh my god, he likes her too! Oh my god! Oh my god!
But I can wait a little longer. Because it is something really, really important. Because that is the one sound I have loved for a long, long time. And will love for all eternity.
My god! Oh, they really love that phrase! Oh my god! Oh! Banjo! My god, this is a really... Banjo's just getting her kinks out now. Oh my god!
Even if you put it like that, it's dreadful. No, it's wonderful. Even with Vinova as your opponent, you have not a single wound. Hey, Beto. Look at me. I'm looking.
Oh my god, this is like the most trashiest trash fic! Oh my god, but I love it! I'm loving it! Oh my god! Oh my god! This is amazing! And like, this is like the trashy fic in the best possible way! Oh my god! Like, seriously, if I had read Umineko as a young teenager, this is like something that I would have read over and over and over again on fanfiction.net. Like, seriously.
Am I me?
This was when Battler completely turned around. On that face, showing an inhuman smile, there was a single rose petal. Oh my god!
It was a red petal in this golden land where only golden roses were supposed to bloom.
Oh, I'll acknowledge it. You are you. I'm so happy to be able to meet you again. And through meeting you, being able to become stronger, more beautiful, and more dreadful. With every forgery that is written, and with each story that is spun around Ushirmia Battler being the culprit, the entity called me is growing in power. That is truly dreadful. What might those spectators who are longing for you expect from us? Oh, I think you know.
Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Isn't that quite obvious? It is something that applies to both of us. You might be right. It's the same for me and you. Never bore us! Never bore us!
Their laughter was answered by a huge roaring thunder, which became the applause of the spectators. Somehow, he and them seemed to have taken a liking to this forgery because they were freaking horny-ass fangirls.
Well now, Battler. What will you do now? From what tragedy will the overture begin? It isn't curtain rising time yet, my dear. The signal will be the large clock in the hall at this midnight. I understand. So, what will you start with? First, I'll go to the mansion and drink that disgusting tea Goda always brings us. Then, you'll gaze at my portrait while you're going to the beach, asking who that woman is. And I will hear about the epitaph from them while having an exaggeratingly surprised look on my face.
Golden Nocturne! Nocturne is the best!
My. It will be a truly boring scenario before midnight. You're right. Truly boring. I wonder what we can do to pass the time. So, who is it this time? The author of our forgery? I have no idea. Anyone is fine.
I wonder why they're acting out this forgery. I wonder who they're acting out this forgery for.
And they're the same as us. They don't like boredom. They like tales written in blood and tears more than anything else. A merciless sadist. Those merciless people will gather one after the other and create forgeries like us.
So this isn't even the real Beatrice either.
Do you understand? Even if you don't write any more about us, we continue to live.
Battler looked up at the sky once again. He looked bored and very provocative. Oh my god! They know what this is! Holy shit, he's talking to Toya! Whoa! This has some insane meta implications. He knows who Toya is! Oh my god!
Are you watching, Toya? Try to stop me soon. Try to stop this farce! Someone try and make me laugh!
It happened so suddenly. It started to rain in the rose garden. It happened earlier than ever before. It was even earlier than the time when Mario starts crying for a rose that went missing. How in the world do they know about Toya? The roses weren't golden anymore. Suddenly, we have returned to the Ushimiya Rose Garden with its many colors. Or maybe he's referring to feathering. He might be referring to feathering with that Toya. Who knows? There in the rainy rose garden, Battler stood alone, stock still, looking at the sky.
Master Battler, if you keep standing there, you'll catch a cold.
You. Canon, was it? It's been a while.
Is that so? This is your plan for tonight's nightmare?
Don't look at me like that. Even you want to see it, right? How my Lady Jessica is reduced to tears, both body and soul. You want to hear her say that it doesn't matter what happens to her, as long as Canon is set free. Don't you want to see her cutting off her own fingers again?
You devil! Who even called someone like you here?
It was the goats. Oh, wow.
It was the unstoppably huge number of spectators who expect to see me as the culprit. And those nameless conductors who bestow that dream upon me. Come on. Let's go, Canon. Or else you'll catch a cold.
Right.
And don't forget this.
I will take care of it.
Tonight, when the big clock in the reception hall strikes midnight, you will deliver this to the family members in the dining room. You will tell them that there was a knock on the door to the servants' room, and when you stepped out into the corridor, this envelope was lying on the floor.
As you wish.
Again in a roaring thunder. The pitch-black sky blinked violently. Among the still falling rain, Battler once again spread his arms, laughing, and looked at the sky. After all, the eternal cat box truly was in his hands. After all, the recurring nightmare was as he imagined it. And after all, the fantasies of the people of the future would never deplete Man, wouldn't it be amazing if there was a side story like that took place during episode 8, where they had to fight this guy in the middle of the big goat battle? That would be really cool. Because that would totally be something that happened, that would happen. And after all, the fantasies of the people of the future would never deplete. There would never be boredom. And this is why.
Come! The game begins once again tonight.
This is why this is the torture that will torment you for all eternity.
I'll be waiting for you, my dear, adorable black kitties. I will quench your thirst with that blood.
Really? He is in the manga? In the episode 8 manga? Oh my god. Oh, but just for a couple of panels. But oh my god, because that would totally make sense.
I love you, my black kitties.
Yeah, you are definitely not the real battler. No, probably not Sin. This is probably just in the meta world. This is probably the meta world version of him doing this. I don't imagine that's written in the actual Forgery.
I love you, my black kitties.
Again, you know, he was talking about acting out the Forgery to see if it was worthy of him. So this is like this is the goat manifestation of him. You know, acting this out for a witch audience, I assume. Like taking one of the forgeries. But yeah, this is a forgery written with Battler as the culprit, and yeah. And this black Battler, like, meta manifestation is basically choosing to act it out.
I will repeat this madden tonight for all eternity. Just the way you like it. Yes, of course. Tonight we'll go with that plan. Let's fall together to the bottom of that eternal darkness, while we tightly embrace one another.
Damn, well that was interesting. It kind of feels like half of a story, like it feels like an introduction to something, which it kind of is, because you guys told me that the fighting game has him as like a major character, major boss. So I assume that's what maybe the fighting game does. That's really cool. Oh my god! Oh my god! What a beautiful picture for the ending! Oh my god! Oh, there's a postscript! Okay, 2 of the fighting game story modes kind of carry on the storyline. I see. I get the Goku Black reference, Void Dweller. And the postscript is super short. Oh my god. What a lovely image here. Oh my god. Postscript time.
Hello, Ryukishi07 here. I wish a happy new year to everyone reading this in the new year. I would like to take the occasion to thank you deeply for buying both Higginbana's Second Night and Golden Fantasia at the same time. Did you enjoy the various extras attached this time, like Umineko Hane or the booklet? I would be happy if you did. I was so busy with the creation of Umineko for 4 years, putting all my energy into that. That I actually had fun overcoming various challenges in 2011. Like creating the fighting game, the bonus discs, and other stuff. Since it was new to me, there have been a lot of problems, but it was an unexpectedly fun year.
You know what? I would buy Higginbana. I did buy Golden Fantasia, James. I did. I have it. So yeah, and I would buy Higginbana if it was possible to. And Higginbana will be a Let's Play in the future, by the way. So yeah.
It was unexpectedly fun, yeah. Well then, this year, 2012, I plan to challenge myself with a new work. My next installment, after Higurashi, Umineko, Golden Fantasia, and Higginbana, will be Rose Gun's Days.
Really? I always thought Rose Gun Days was before Higginbana. I suppose that makes sense, because Rose Gun Days has such a huge budget. What the fuck? Too much frickin' Xenoblade been playing.
I've already decided. Maybe, when you'll be reading those words, its production will have already had a full-blown start. It's possible. I'd like to give a summary introduction in the beginning of the new year. Therefore, please look forward to it. With your enjoyment is the most important thing. I want to make a new setting a little different from those I created until now. I too am excited by thinking of driving myself into the challenge of drawing a brand new world. I will keep doing my best this year too, so please keep following us. And now for some scribbles. How are you? Are you feeling well? Last year I've been taken away with the ambulance for the first time.
Really? Oh my god.
And my body was hurting everywhere. All it's almost been a year, and it's been a year full of troubles. If your body starts falling apart, and you smell trouble, please go to the hospital.
Damn. Siconia is in the same metaverse, Void Dweller, but Higginbana and Rose Gun Days are not, I think. I know Rose Gun Days definitely is not connected.
If you're healthy, people around you will feel happy too. I will soon be turning 40. Fighting spirit and willpower aside, it has become an age of tighter schedules, in which we start talking about having a healthier lifestyle. I still want to keep doing my production activity for a very long time. Therefore, health comes first. And above all, I want to thank from the bottom of my heart.
I agree, Sind. I agree, Sind.
All the staff members who supported me until today. It is thanks to them I could have fun working. If even one of them wasn't there, this couldn't have been possible. I'm truly happy I'm surrounded by comrades I can rely on. Thanks for everything, everyone. Let's make something huge together again, shall we? Ta-da! Ekusa Takahito-sensei sent me a new Nia-themed illustration. It's a rough draft for an illustration of Black Battler and Battler.
Oh wow, that is interesting.
So thanks for listening to my selfish request of making it New Yearish. Yeah, I'm happy I received an illustration that beautiful.
Same, Lambda.
No, I'm serious. Once, I wanted to draw beautiful illustrations too, and I practiced my drawing a lot. But as you already know...
Oh god, Miyukishi, I feel so bad! Oh my god! Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my god. You tried, Ryukishi, you tried. And the story is what matters. And you got the PS3 sprites done, which look amazing.
Yeah, it's useless. I really haven't gotten any talent at all, huh? I wonder how you managed to draw a picture this beautiful. This may be a pretty big digression. Last year, Rewrite made my visual arts, having the illustrations for my scenario made by Mitaro Hidoi Sensei has been a precious personal experience. I thought that it would be really nice having drawings made by skillful people. Maybe, when I'll be devoting myself to text writing, I could ask someone skilled to make the illustrations for me from time to time. However, why would you think if Ryukushi07 wasn't drawing anymore? Wouldn't be a little sad?
What? No problem at all. You prefer Alchemist art anyway. Oh my god!
Is that so, huh? Forget it. Anyway, I'll be doing my best from now. I want to publish something fun with the help of everyone I asked assistance from again. Thank you for being by my side until now. I hope this will prove to be a beautiful year for all of you.
Well, thank you so much, 07th Mod, Golden Abyss, like, Archmagic, like, seriously. This was amazing. I enjoyed this so much. And God, I love this background so goddamn much. Seriously. Thank you, Ryukishi, for making this unforgettable story. I feel like I've fangirled over Umineko before, but this, like, I feel like, I don't know. It's hard to put into words. I feel like my life is more fulfilled because I read Umineko. I know that sounds cringy and corny as fuck, but fuck it, you know? My channel, that's how I believe. I just... That's what I believe. I love Umineko so much. It's not over yet, actually, Sind. Zekito, it's not over yet because on Friday, I will be reading Umineko Saku, which includes 2 stories that are going to take more than 1 string each. Our Confession and the brand new story, Last Note of the Golden Witch, which was written maybe, I think, just last year or the year before. So stay tuned for those if you're interested in them. Yep, I'm gonna be playing Umineko Saku. Starting Friday. You watch out for it, so until then, and on Thursday will be Fata Morgana, as always. So until then, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You are all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.